Hi, welcome to Chatting with the Chamber. My name is Randy Viraguas and I'm your host. I'm also a board member of the Hull-Nantasket Chamber of Commerce, and I started this TV show to have Hull Chamber members coming to your home so you get to know who they are, why they do what they do, and maybe you would like to join them for their business or their services or something. So today I'm very excited. I have a good friend of mine here today. We've been friends for years, Lori Tobin, and your company's name is SporTobin.
That's right.
But you wear a lot of hats, but today you're here for SporTobin.
Today I'm here for SporTobin.
Yeah, so welcome to Chatting with the Chamber.
Thank you for having me, Randy.
My pleasure. Yeah. So Laurie and I are going to pretend it's morning.
Yes.
Because you're a morning person.
I'm a morning person,
All right.
but I would be running if it was this morning, but that's okay.
All right, yeah.
I'll pretend I'm running.
Today was kind of rainy.
Yeah.
So do you have any active wear specifically for the rain?
Well, the fleece, it's winter, so winter is fleece season. So everybody orders fleece because it keeps you warm. And I buy the Malden Mills Polar Tech.
Oh.
Malden Mills Power Stretch fleece, and it keeps you warm and it wicks and it dries. So this cold winter has been very good for business because people have been needing fleece tights. So that's been helping a lot, and fleece shirts and hats.
All right.
So that works out really nicely for me. Yeah, so that keeps you warm.
Yep.
And it does wick away the rain. But normally I'll wear like a baseball cap to keep the water from hitting my head.
Yeah, because you're a runner. You'll go out running.
Yes.
Even in the rain.
Even in the rain.
And the snow?
Not if it's actively snowing.
Okay.
Because you can't see ice.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
You can't see ice. But they do make something for your shoes so you can put on something. But I stay away from actively snowing. I like the ground to be so I can see where I'm stepping.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I was listening to NPR the other day, and they were talking about advances in technology.
Yep.
And they were saying most of these advances are for the senior population. And they said there's like a belt you can wear now, and it'll detect if you're starting to fall, and it will blow up, and it will, like stop your hips from breaking.
That's great.
So I'm thinking now you could wear that when you're running, and you could run in the snow. You could put your fleece fabric over it, so it'd be like really fashionable, and incorporate that into your.
When it's actively snowing, what I like to do is I like to cross-country ski.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so that's when my fleece is really wonderful for that.
Okay.
Because even if you do fall, you just wipe the snow off and you just keep going.
Excellent.
So it keeps you nice and warm.
Yeah, so you're wearing some fleece right now, right?
Well, I'm not wearing fleece. What I'm wearing is a pair of Supplex Lycra leggings and my new print zip top with the thumb holes.
I love it.
It's kind of bright because I want the spring to come soon in the summer.
That will make spring come soon.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Would you like to stand up and model?
Stand up and model it.
Yay.
So it's
and
a
your
zip.
mic?
My mic is attached to me somewhere here, so I won't go flying too much.
All right.
But it's very comfortable and it wicks and it dries quickly. And it's something you can wear to protect yourself from the sun as well.
Yeah.
Because longer items, and so even if it was 90 degrees out, I would be cool. Because when the sun hits your skin, you sweat and you feel hotter. So if you have something to protect your skin, you actually feel a little bit cooler, and this will wick and keep you dry.
Nice.
So, but you can also work out in it. So.
And now what about varying sizes?
Oh, I do the zip tops are adults only.
Okay.
But I do kids from youth size 4 all the way up to 14. So that's a 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old. Okay. And then we go into adults.
And how big?
Oh, I go up to X's because I worked with the breast cancer walkers for years. So I can do up to a 3X, 3 or 4X.
Excellent.
So small, medium, large, 1X, 2X, 3X, 4X.
Okay.
So we have the ability for that. But most of what my clothing, people who buy it, are generally, like, we do a lot with kids.
Okay.
And we do a lot of fleece. And I have a lot of ladies that, want to stay warm, so they wear the fleece in the winter and the Supplex in the summer.
All right.
Yeah.
What got you how did you get started in SporTobin?
Well, back in I want to say 91, 92, I had made a pair of leggings, and it was a print with fish mode and like really fun stuff on it. And somebody, I was fast at that time, so I think I placed in the race, and the woman caught up with me and said, I want a pair of those tights.
Really?
So I made her a pair, and I thought, geez, well, I guess there are probably more people who'll buy these tights.
Yeah.
So I started making leggings and selling to the running community. And I still have customers from 20-odd years ago that still buy my fleece and my hats and my leggings.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
and one lady called me up after 20 years. The leggings wore out. Some lady from Newton, and she wanted another pair. And I said, let's buy 2 this time.
Exactly.
And she did. She bought 2 pairs.
And did you get her picture and use her as a testimonial on your site?
I should have. And I'm kind of shy.
Yeah.
But, I'll ask people once in a while if they want to get an email. But we do that occasionally. I just send out a little bit of email blasts.
Yeah.
But you know how you get so many email spam? And it's like, so, I only do it very little. So when you do get one, they appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be something interesting. I'll tell them what I'm up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I remember years and years ago, I had another show called, I can't remember the name. Was it Alluring Artists?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It was Alluring Artists.
Yep.
And we came with the camera
To
into
my
your
studio.
shop.
Yes.
Are you still doing the sewing? Are you sewing all these yourself?
I do some of the sewing, but I have people help me as well.
Nice.
So we make a lot of hoodies. So the girls' lacrosse tournaments, jamborees, are just a gold mine for me. So I go set up and sell, and I have like little, 6-year-olds all the way up, and they just love to shop, and they like the hoodies. So
Yeah.
those go to another location.
Yeah.
I have somebody in Fall River that also does some work for me too. It just depends on what I need. Like,
Okay.
I have a few people who own businesses. Do you know Steve from Fit Packing?
Sure.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
He's in
I
the
don't.
chamber. He's in the chamber.
Okay.
So he takes people off walking.
Oh,
So,
I think I've met him on the beach.
Madeline. Yes, he's
All
hilarious.
right.
So he orders my hats, he orders headbands, he orders all kinds of shirts and things for his people that walk with him when he goes and takes them out hiking. He goes everywhere with these people, and he runs tours.
Yeah.
So he buys a lot of my clothing so that he can
Okay.
give it away. And then I have, like, Norwell bought headbands.
Uh-huh.
And then we also, the Hull Lacrosse bought some sweatshirts that
That's
have
great.
lacrosse sticks, and we donate back to Hull Lacrosse with each purchase.
So speaking of sports, you do a lot with sports. I mean, even when you're not sewing and making clothing for these different groups,
Yeah.
you've coached soccer, right?
I coach soccer from second grade all the way up to 8th grade with my son.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was really happy to see him go off to high school.
How funny. Speaking of Jack, you're welcome to look in that camera and do a shout out and say hello to him.
Hi, Jack. He will absolutely love this.
Okay, good. How funny. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Do you think he's going to go into the wardrobe business?
No, probably not. He's very much into the lacrosse at this point.
Oh, okay.
So he likes lacrosse, so hopefully he will be playing that in college.
All right.
So.
Have you ever thought about doing something like theatrical? Like, you have a skill like making clothes. Have you ever thought of like, maybe I would like to work in the theater department and go big?
No, I like things that can be put together very quickly.
Okay.
So that works for me. And I have customers across, all the way across to California,
Yeah.
some in Hawaii. So, I sell in the U.S.
All right.
And that's plenty. That keeps me busy. And I'm
Yeah.
gearing up for my lacrosse season. And so that'll keep me busy. And then the scraps that I have, we donate to school systems.
Uh-huh.
And so they can use them for art projects. So I'm pretty busy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. So
I like my niche.
I was
My
going to
niche
say,
works.
yeah, you've got your niche.
got
and
my
it's-
niche.
And it's smooth.
It's working.
So why did you join the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, because I got to get together with other people that have businesses.
Yep.
And we do business with each other.
Uh-huh.
And it's, Hull's such a cool community.
It is.
It really is. So it's kind of neat because we can support each other.
Yep. How long have you lived here?
Full time since '94.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's so cool. So I'm thinking, most likely Hullonians will be watching this.
Yes.
But we've got our website, hulltv.net. So
Yep.
anyone in the world can be watching us.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, so I would love for you to look into the camera and tell people how they can get in touch with you.
Okay. SporTobin.com is the best way to reach me. And you can email me, you can order. Just give us an email and we'll be able to communicate and get you what you need.
Excellent.
Made in the USA. Actually made in Hull, even better.
Exactly. Yeah, so why don't you were telling me that tagline, buy local.
Buy local and what do you call it?
don't
I forget what it was.
Me
it was
too.
it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can We'll think of it and we'll
Buy
post.
often and buy local.
There
how's,
you go.
how's that?
I like that. Oh, thank you, Lori.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
All right.
Appreciate it, Randy.
Thanks. Hi, welcome back to Chatting with the Chamber, and my next guest is a man we are all so excited to meet, Jim McInnes. He's the owner of the Village Market, which used to be Riddles. So welcome to Chatting with the Chamber, Jim.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I remember when I met you. It was December 5th, and 2017, so almost a couple months ago, or 1 month ago. And we were at Daddy's, and the Chamber of Commerce was having our annual party, and we had just found out that you were going to be opening, and you had a date and everything, so you and your wife came. What did you think of us?
Thought you were a great group.
Really?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't scare
great
you
group.
away?
No, you didn't. Not at all.
Good.
It was a good welcoming committee.
Yeah. It was a party to end the year, and it was a party definitely to welcome you. And I remember you said some words, and I don't remember what you said because we were just like hungry for a grocery store in town. Like my choice of words.
Yeah. Play on words.
Exactly. So Village Market, great name, but to Helonians, we're thinking, oh, it's going to be in the village. But you have another grocery store with that name in Scituate, right?
We have a store in Scituate, and we also have one in Rosendale Square in Boston.
Cool.
That was the first one, and Scituate was the second.
All right. So did it occur to you that we have a village here, or does it just not matter?
Well, what we do is we have circulars.
Okay.
And we go. It's a pretty expensive situation.
I bet.
To process the circulars
Yeah.
and create them. And in order to go ahead and do that, you want to keep the same name. So if I had several names, I'd need several circulars. So this way here, it keeps our costs down. And it's just Village Market and the village
what
in
it
Rosie. Actually, in Scituate, it's not the village. The
Okay.
village is North Scituate.
Oh.
We're the harbor, but we call it still the Village Market. And same
Exactly.
thing here, we call it the village.
All right. And we'd probably just say that's the Ken Burma area,
Correct.
but you're not
Right.
going to. Exactly. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why we do it.
Okay. All right.
It's cost effective.
Makes a lot of sense. So, when you were younger and got the one in Roslindale, did you say, oh my gosh, I can't wait to have more? What was your thought process back then?
Thought process, actually I was about 20 years younger. I was about 48 years old at the time.
Okay.
And I went out on my own. I had worked for Star Market
Yeah?
for about 35 years.
Oh my goodness.
And then I went ahead and decided I wanted to go out and do my own thing.
Yeah.
And we opened up the store in Rosendale, and my main focus there was to be successful.
Yeah.
Pay the bills and hopefully make some money down the road.
Now, having come from the grocery store world, and I learned this in college, maybe it's different now, profit margins in grocery stores is like 2%. So you have to make money on the amount sold.
Right. Nationwide, it's 2%.
Oh, okay.
And then we're in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Ballpark. Of course, we're not pulling the salary right now in this store, but you have your salary, and then you share in the profits.
Okay.
Down the road, hopefully.
Yeah.
But we put a big investment into this property.
Excellent.
We bought the building.
Yeah.
We have plans on going ahead and tearing the red carpet up and putting down a tile floor.
Okay.
Adding some new refrigeration down the road. Hopefully, have a cooked food section, a nicer fresh fish section.
All right.
And we use nothing but USDA grade beef.
Excellent.
So and we butcher right on premises.
Yeah.
None of the processing is done in a commissary or in another location and
Yeah.
shipped to the store.
All right.
A
I
lot
know
of the big-
Bob, one of the butchers.
Yeah.
I go, hey, Bob.
Yep. So so it's we grind our own burger.
Good.
And a lot of the bigger chains now are getting away from that, and they do it off premises and send it to the stores.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So when you say fresh, that's fresh.
it's fresh.
Oh, good.
Cut daily in the store.
All right. And so I saw on Facebook, and I thought, oh, no, you're not going to be able to make it to the show. But on Facebook, it was talking about today's the day that you're going to get your liquor license.
No, we got our liquor license 2 days before New Year's Eve.
Oh, how funny. Okay, well, I don't know what I was reading then.
Yeah, no, we had everything processed. It was just there was a couple of glitches.
Okay.
And we wanted to have it before Christmas.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
It's all right.
But we got it before New Year's.
All
And,
right. The other
it
liquor
worked out
stores
well.
were happy. They were like, yeah, that's not a problem.
Right.
But it's one-stop shopping. You know, you walk into the village market, you can get everything you need, and see you later.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And
So do you think you're ever going to make like a nice roof patio for parties or anything like that?
I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt that's going to happen. But hopefully we make the store a lot nicer and a nicer shopping experience than it is now.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep the store clean and have the variety that the customers want.
Excellent. I know when I walked in there and it was Christmas time, I just thought, wow, everything's kind of in the same place that I expected. Are you ever thinking about just rearranging things and saying, you know, if you want fruit, it's where the meat was, and vice versa?
We are going to change some things up, but nothing major.
Okay. All
It's
right.
that first aisle where the deli and meat are.
Yeah.
We're going to change that up a little bit.
All right.
We did switch a couple of the aisles around.
Oh, okay.
But where the refrigeration is and refrigeration lines,
Yep.
if you move too much of it in different locations,
Yeah.
it's an exorbitant cost.
Exactly. So I'm just jumping around here, jumping subjects. But when we met, I also met your wife, and she was really, really friendly. So is she in the business with you, or does she do something else?
She was a store manager for Star Markets for years.
All right. Is that where
Yeah.
you met?
That's where we met.
Oh, loving the grocery store.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And we have two boys, and both my boys are in the business also.
Excellent.
So yes, Eileen works in the Rosendale store.
Okay.
She's offered to help down here, but as most couples do, they don't do very well working side by side.
Yeah.
So we keep our separation there, but
Okay.
and it works well.
Yeah. Makes for a nice marriage. Good. And where do your boys work? Do they work in Situate?
My son Jimmy works most of the time in the Rosendale store.
Okay.
He spends some time in Situate.
All right.
And he'll be closing the Hull store tomorrow night.
Okay.
Michael, the younger son, he's been with me most of the time in the Hull store.
Okay. And I did notice actually a lot of the people that I recognized working there before are there again.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
We hired a bunch of the people from the past.
That was nice.
And they were all, great people, good employees.
Yep.
A lot of the customers are happy to see them again.
Good.
We have Angela, our star cashier,
Oh yeah. Yep.
and everybody loves her.
Yeah. And some young kids, like I recognize John. He's my son's friend.
Yeah,
He lives
John,
right around the corner.
he's there working this evening.
Oh, he is? All right.
And we have Matt, and we have a new kid, Spencer.
All right.
There's a few that
Good.
worked there before.
Good. I feel like when I go in there, I could be depressed. That's very, very rare. But I mean, I could be like, oh, I have to go get dinner and I don't know what I'm going to get. But when I walk in there, it's almost like Cheers. You know, you see everybody you know, you're like, hey, and it's almost like a party atmosphere. Have you thought about installing maybe like a disco ball or something?
Yeah, no disco balls, but we do have music now.
Yeah.
There was
all
a
right.
while we didn't have it. So
Okay.
we have the music now in the store, and it is a meeting place. I've noticed that.
It really is.
Yeah, the community actually does meetings in the aisle.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the lady that was still here, Lori Tobin, she's still here. I used to see her in the aisles, and it's great. You're just like, hey, and you catch up, and yeah, I wonder, we'll have to do something with that. I'm thinking networking and chamber party in the village market. I like that. Yeah. So speaking of the chamber, have you been a member of the chamber in the other towns, and how has that helped your business? And
Yeah,
start there.
I'm a member of the Situate Chamber,
Okay.
and I was a member of the Situate Rotary also.
Okay.
But since I've been out straight now and haven't been too many meetings in either,
Yep.
in Rosendale they don't have a chamber. It's a what do they call it? It's a village association
Oh, okay.
of businesses, and it's a little bit. It's like a chamber, but they don't call themselves a chamber.
Right.
And so yeah, I'll be joining the chamber here in Hull.
Excellent.
And it's a must-have to do.
Yeah.
And you get to meet the local businessmen.
Yep.
I've already met Mark across the street in the hardware store, and
Oh, yeah.
a few of the other owners of the bakery and of the
Excellent.
pharmacy. So it's good.
Good.
And things are going well.
Yeah. I remember when I told you, I said, I don't know if you realize, like, you're the most important guy in town now, because when we didn't have a grocery store, all those businesses in that area suffered. And you were like, hey, honey, I don't know if we realize we have this much pressure on us to succeed, but do you feel like you've had a warm welcome and things are going to work out? Like,
Yeah, I can't count the amount of people that have come up to me and thanked me.
Good.
And just said, you the owner, and they wanted to meet me and shake my hand, say thank you for opening.
Exactly.
And we're happy to be there. And hopefully, we give them a terrific market to shop at.
yeah, I think so.
It's things. Sales are going up every single week. They go up, up, up.
Yep.
We still have customers that come in and say to us that we've been open for about a month, and they'll say it's my first time in the store.
Oh, okay.
I have these old habits of using Peapod,
Yep.
or I'm in the habit of going to the Stop and Shop or the Shaws,
Yeah.
and I just don't think about stopping there anymore. And they have, and they tell us they're going to be back.
All right, good.
And they're thrilled with the way the store looks. And what we tell all our customers are, if there's something that they're looking for that we don't have, tell us, and we'll try and get it in.
Oh my gosh, I was just going to say that. I was thinking, okay, in the summertime, our population quadruples or even more. I think it's like 7 times more the population here in Hull. And they have their things that they need. I remember like going into Riddles and saying, oh, I don't remember they had these kinds of olives. And so the same thing for Village Market. When we get an influx of people from all over the place, you're going to be that flexible. We can say, Jim, can you please get these potato chips that I really like? We like to eat them at the beach, and you'll do that?
We will try to.
Yay, that's great.
We'll try to.
All right, good. That's going to be a trip. Like, I don't know if Scituate has that difference in population, between summertime and the rest of the year.
It does. We have a lot of boaters. Same
Okay.
here.
Okay.
You have your boaters and you have your residents, summer residents. So yeah, we have a big spread as far as business goes, also in the summer in Scituate.
Have you ever thought about maybe renting a boat or a little truck to deliver provisioning to the boaters?
We talked about that in Scituate.
Oh, yeah?
And we were going to try and do something with the harbor master there, and also with one of the local pier owners.
Okay.
And it was just it's hard enough to handle the business and do it right in the store.
Yeah.
Than try and get into a delivery service.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be a bad job for some young college kids.
I was
to go
just
ahead
gonna,
and try it.
I was just gonna look into the camera and say, if you're sitting out there twiddling your thumbs and you don't know what to do this summer, get a truck and a boat and get a bunch of food from the Village Market and go bring it to all the boats, all the boat owners. That would be fun.
Maybe.
And kayaks. Good one, Larry. Yeah. Cool. So is there something unique about you or just interesting that when you tell that story, people say, wow, I never would have guessed that?
Well,
You came
I've been
from,
in the business since I was 16.
that's early. Okay, wow.
I'm originally from Hingham.
Okay.
I worked at where the Big Y is in Norwell.
Okay,
and
yeah.
that was the first job I had in a supermarket.
All right.
And I eventually became store manager in that store
That's huge.
down the road.
All right.
And I've done just about everything there is to do in a supermarket, whether
Yeah.
it be a meat cutter, bagger, toilet cleaner.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it all.
You've done it all.
And my 2 boys have pretty much done it all also.
Okay.
And we're a family-run business. We try and work hard. We're honest,
Yeah.
sincere, and we try and give back to the community. And we try and support the community.
Awesome.
And hopefully the community will support us.
Yeah.
That's how we look at it.
That's so cool. I'm thinking maybe this summer, SporTobin can make some cool shirts for like the kids' athletic groups, and then you could sponsor it on the back Village Market or something
You
like
never
that.
know.
Just trying to like make it all come together. Yeah. Well, that's so cool. Well, I am thrilled that you came on the show. And I would love for you to look into the camera and just tell people how they can get in touch with you. I know that if you go there and get a receipt, it says if there's anything wrong or you have any comments, you can call me, and your name's on there with the phone number.
Correct.
I think that's awesome. You don't get that usually. You don't get the owner's phone number.
Well, basically what the slip says is, if you had a great experience, tell a friend. If you had a bad experience, call me.
That's right. That's right. Because I remember going, "Ooh, that's clever," and I liked it a lot.
And that's what we want. That's what we try and do. I mean,
Yeah.
no one's perfect.
Yep.
You know, situations
We're
happen.
close, but I
Yeah,
I
right.
get
Yeah,
it,
yeah, right. And so I mean, you know, situations happen, problems happen.
Yeah.
And we'd like to try and correct them.
Okay.
Not ignore them.
Yep.
So that's our point of view. And in order to try and contact me, come to the store at 505 Nantasket Ave.
Yep.
And please shop there and tell all your friends what
Yeah.
a great experience you've had.
I love it. I love it. Yep. And does Village Market have a tagline? We'll have to think about that.
We're your friendly neighborhood grocer.
I like that.
It's on our
How
sign.
nice. Oh, good. Okay, good. Well, Jim, thank you so much for coming here, and I wish you the best of luck, and I'll probably see you every other day because I live right down the street from your grocery store. And I want you to have my phone number too, because if you want anything from me, I'd be happy to share.
Perfect. Well,
All
thank
right.
you very much for having me on the show.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Chat, 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 blah, blah, blah. How do you do? What do you do? Chat, 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 blah, blah, blah. Chatting with the Chamber